Stig Blomqvist, one of the world's finest rally drivers. Björn Borg, 5 times Wimbledon champion. Stig Blomqvist, Björn Borg, the Superswedes. No matter where they are in the world, each day starts the same. And it's not just hitting tennis balls or driving cars. Jogging is an essential part of their routine. It's the only direct form of training they share. But there are many aspects of their sports that are common to both. One in particular is stamina. A tennis match, for example, can often go to 5 sets and can last anything up to 5 hours. Endurance, then, a key factor. And so, too, is concentration. Stig's often at the wheel for 24 hours at a time. He can't afford to relax for a moment. He must always think ahead, anticipating that next bend. Quick reactions are another vital ingredient. And Björn's speed around the court is legendary. It's the same speed of foot that serves Stig so well. Driving's not just steering and changing gears. Footwork plays a vital role. Stig's left foot braking technique means he can steer the car with very little wheel movement. It's not to be recommended for taking the wife shopping on a Saturday, but if you want to get there quickly, it's the way to do it. But does tennis and rally driving really have that much in common? There's one way to find out, and that's to reverse roles. Can Stig stand up to the rigors of the tennis court? And what about Björn? How would he cope with a full-blown rally car? Let's find out. First stop, then, the test track. It's where Stig spends much of his life testing engines, tires, new designs. It's not all glamour and champagne, as Björn's about to discover, although his first lesson is in the car that he normally drives. Stig's first instruction is for Björn to sit back firmly and to use his left foot for support. Secondly, he points out that the wheel must be held correctly. Together, this gives the driver a more balanced feel of the car and therefore a more controlled drive. Now, braking. Always try and brake when the car's going straight. That's when they're most effective. If you brake when cornering, the car will heel over and the tires just won't get the necessary grip. And at high speed, of course, you could easily lose control. So far, so good. Lesson 2, the rally car. That's what it's like on the road. Well, now back to the track and the comparative safety of the rally cross circuit. And a chance to see just how Stig's left foot braking technique really works. He throws the car into the bend, braking heavily, but leaving his foot on the accelerator all the while. This causes the back to slide out, And although it feels as if the car's going to roll over, it stays on an even keel. Once through the bend, it's foot off the brake and accelerate away to the next problem. Cornering like this can save valuable seconds, which at the end of a special rally stage can mean the difference between success and failure. This braking technique is not new, but it does take a lot of practice to master it.
Ska jag göra det?
Ja, det tycker jag.
Björn's got just a few minutes. How will he do? Well, the problem there was too much acceleration. But after a few laps, he got the hang of it. Maybe he'd make a rally driver after all. So much for the car. Now for some tennis. When, like Stig, you're a complete novice, who better to teach you than the world's #1 player?
Där ja, jättebra. Tidigare med racketen. Ja, det är bättre. Det är bättre. Tillbaks. Det är bra. Nu rättar vi till greppet. Greppet. Det är bra. Visa mig nu en gång här.
Stig's problem is that he's not bending his knees enough. He must swing the racket properly too. But to do that, he must be nicely balanced, keeping his weight on his front foot.
Sen kan jag försöka böja lite på benen så får vikten på foten här. Det är bra. Okej, sista här nu. Sista 2 fåran. Baks. Sista nu, bra. Långt bak med racketen nu. Ja, det är bra. Jättebra. Där slog det bra. Det var många gånger.
Stig's other main fault is that he's hitting the ball too close to his body. He must learn to stand back from the ball so that he can get a nice smooth swing at it.
Du träffar den framför dig istället och inte för nära in på. Ja, just det. Då blir det sådär. Ja, det är bra. Mycket bra. Så, nu försöker vi ta lite backhand.
Now the backhand.
Ja, likadant då, greppet eller?
Ja, hur kändes det tidigare när vi tränade?
Stig finds it more comfortable to hold the racket the same way as his forehand.
Då håller du ungefär det här greppet som du höll på fåran.
It's not in the tennis manuals perhaps, but it seems to suit Stig.
Ta tillbaks racketen tidigt. När du ser ungefär bollen passera nätet, då tar du tillbaks racketen. För annars har du inte tid. Ta tillbaks. Ja, det är bra. Tillbaks tidigare. Försök röra lite på fötterna. Det är bra. Försök röra lite på fötterna. Okej. Det är bra. Okej. Försök flytta fram vänsterfoten lite mer.
He's still not taking the racket back far enough to give him a smooth swing. Again, balance most important. Otherwise, you just cannot get the weight behind the ball.
Försök få fram vänsterfoten lite mer. Vänsterfoten fram. Det är bra. Mycket bra. Sådär. Ja! Okej. Nu försöker vi att slå varannan. En forehand och en backhand. Det blir lite svårare. Så vi börjar med forehand nu. Först var det en forehand och en backhand. Tillbaks, det är bra. Då har vi en backhand. Det är bra. Forehand. Tillbaks. Det är bra. Baks med racketen nu. Men tennis är inte bara...
Of course, tennis is not just forehands and backhands. There's much more to it than that.
Både backhand och forehand.
Björn's been involved in many fine matches, but perhaps the one that most people remember is his match against Vitas Garolaitis at Wimbledon in the 1977 championships. It was a match that had everything.
Jag aldrig kommer glömma, för den matchen hade praktiskt taget allting.
It took Björn 5 incredible sets to beat Garolaitis. Now it's Stig's chance to turn the tables. Instruction over. Now the match.
Okay.
But first he must get that serve back.
Jag vill hoppa undan.
And they're off. And another opponent bites the dust.
Ja, det gick bra där så långt.
Okej. Sådär.
But Stig has one more card up his sleeve, and to play it means a return to the track. In Stig's high-speed world, there are many dangers. Among them, the risk of a high-speed puncture. This piece of equipment has been especially designed to test a front-wheel drive car's handling ability after a puncture. As the front wheel passes over the cutting blade, it closes before the rear wheels reach it. The effect on the car is negligible. You should steer as usual and gradually brake until you come to a halt.
Som vanligt, för det är väldigt liten skillnad.
Man växlar inte ner eller någonting?
Nej, bara släpper gasen och bromsar ner.
Puncturing tires in this way is second nature to Stig. It's just another test, and perfectly safe, although for anyone doing it for the first time, it can be a nerve-wracking experience. Well, it doesn't look too dangerous, and it's nice to know what happens if you should puncture. Now, can Björn be persuaded to try it?
Nej, jag tycker inte det ser otäckt ut direkt, men jag tycker det är bra, och även om det skulle hända igen, så därför vill jag gärna försöka.
Det är riktigt. Det där vill jag liksom visa för dig här, och du själv får uppleva det, för du känner det. Gör ett försök, Björn.
Ja.
Well, he's agreed to do it, providing they change the tire first.
Känns ju inte så farligt det där.
Well, it wasn't so bad after all. The worst part is the noise. But it's the final test. It's been a long day, and they've had enough.
Tack så för lektionen.
Ja, tack.
Vi ses snart.
Ja, lycka till. Hej.
Ja, tack. Hej.
At least they now know just how much their sports have in common. Although perhaps the only way they can successfully reverse roles is in their dreams.
ta i åt i det här grejer.